Hi again guys, I'm back with another unboxing. This is from my latest order from Limcube.com, and here's the next puzzle out of the box, which is the Dual Cube 3x3, Dual 3x3x3 cube even, 2.2 version. I'm actually opening this slightly after the 2.1 because I got confused about which version was which. I thought the 2.1 was the one with the two zero faces next to each other, but it's not. So the numbering scheme means that there's two zero faces, so two faces where the interior pieces don't move when you turn the exterior pieces. The white face is one of them. I thought the 2.1 had the zero faces next to each other, but apparently this one does, so let's find the other one. It's not the pink face, it's not the green face, it's not the orange face, it must be the blue indeed. So the white and blue faces are zero faces, which means the interior pieces don't move along with the when you turn the exterior pieces. So if I turn the green face, you can see on the yellow pieces, the upper face there, you can see that they change to pink and then move along with the face. However, on a zero face, if I turn the white face, you can see that the interior pieces are green at the top and they stay green as I turn that U face. So that's a zero face. Hopefully you saw my recent video on the 1.0 variation of the puzzle. I really enjoyed solving it. It's excellent quality. They're really good quality puzzles. They turn very nicely. You can see easily finger tickable. No any problems whatsoever. It's not a speed cube. It's not going to corner cut to within an inch of its life, but you can see it's perfectly reasonable for solving purposes. There's no problem with it whatsoever, and it turns fairly quickly. Actually, as I say, it's not a speed cube, but kick the arse of a Rubik's brand 3x3. That's for sure. So yes, as I said, I've got two zero faces, so I think my solving strategy from the 1.0 will actually work quite well on this particular variant. But I wanted to do this one before any of the others, just simply because I think that's the smallest ramp in difficulty. If I get a series puzzle like this, I like to solve them from the easiest to the hardest. I think probably most other people do the same. So that's the way I want to get this series done. I really enjoyed the 1.0. I encourage you to watch my videos on that to see the kind of small mistake I made, but I eventually I suppose it took me about 45 minutes to figure out the solve. Basically it was I was approaching it in an entirely incorrect way and as soon as I kind of come to a particular realization, it dirty mark on it there, it became quite straightforward, and obviously I still have that realization about the puzzles, so hopefully, well, I say hopefully I can solve this one fairly easily as well, but I actually hope I don't. I was pleasantly surprised by the version 1.0 when it turned out not to function the same as the crazy 3x3 planet puzzles and throw something extra at me, because if it was just the same then it wouldn't really be much of a challenge. So there is scrambled. I will go away and see if I can hopefully solve it, and I'll come back to you with some more thoughts once I've hopefully done so. Okay, so the Dual Cube 2.2 is now solved again. I have to think which one it was again then. Not too difficult at all actually, this one. If I compare it to the version 1.0 that I've already done videos on, it's actually not too tough. I solved it basically the same way. There is a slight increase in difficulty, but it is only slight. It's very easy to work around the extra zero face if you kind of know very well how to solve the first one. One interesting fact, it might not be immediately obvious, is actually the white-blue inner edge is impossible to move. You can't move it at all. Because you can't move the white face, move it away, won't move it away, and the blue face won't move it away, and that's the only two faces touching, it never moves. So yes, it's as I said, fairly straightforward if you know what you're doing, if you're following on from the version 1.0. The only slight difference really is that I used a couple of techniques that I learned from solving bandaged cubes and things like that. It's not hugely advanced or anything like that. It's quite basic. You could probably work around it intuitively, but because I know these techniques and have encountered these situations before, I knew immediately kind of how to work around them. Whether I could have done it if I didn't know these techniques or not, who knows? It's impossible to know because I do know them, you know. But other than that, it really doesn't add any huge amount of difficulty, this particular version, this particular variant. So, quality-wise, it's all the same as with the first version. It's superb quality. The big difference, actually, for me with this one, though, it's easier to tell apart. I've got the 1.0 version right here, and there's a big difference between the colours. As you can see, you've got a very pink one on the one on the right. It's actually in the viewfinder. I don't know exactly what kind of colour is coming up on the video. The viewfinder, it looks kind of a paler colour than it is, but it's actually a kind of fluorescent pink colour. All the others appear to be the same. And the thing with this is, it actually makes it it actually makes it a lot easier to differentiate the red and the orange. If I don't remember, if you saw my other video, I had quite a lot of difficulty distinguishing orange and red, except under really bright lights of the interior pieces. With this, no such issues. This colour, I've seen someone post all 5 variants of the puzzle on Facebook on their puzzle photography group, and it seems they've used red for the 1.0 version, this pink for both the 2 point whatever versions, and a kind of lilac-y colour for the version 3s, which we will see in the future when I open them. So yeah, I don't really think there's a lot else to say about this. It's excellent quality puzzle, excellent fun puzzle, but whether it's worth getting if you're not a collector and really just want a challenge, if you don't have, or if you already have the 1.0, I think probably not. I don't think it would add enough extra difficulty or challenge to justify the cost if all you're looking for is an extra challenge. Me, as I've said many times before, I also tend to like to collect things, so I want the entire set of these puzzles, so I tend to always buy them. However, yeah, I don't think I would if I was just buying it for the challenge, or at least the extra challenge. If you don't have any of these, then yeah, I think this would be a fun puzzle to buy. But if you already had and solved the 1.0, I don't think it really add a lot to your puzzling experience. Alright then guys, I think that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care now.